Before we get into our predictions, you may have already known them. That's because I can happily announce I've finally opened a new private group chat for you guys, where every week you can leave your predictions and get free shoutouts on each of our videos. You can also speak to us directly in the live chat, so go click the first link in description.
Done. How do I download it?
Cool bunches on the App Store. Get on there now, son.
Okay.
Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to Game Week 7 predictions. Now this time, it's a little bit of a different backdrop. We're no longer in England. We're about to go to the Inter-Miami match, aren't we, Nico? How are we doing? Listen.
Oh yeah, man. Welcome.
This is Nico Cantor, of course, the host of CBS Sports.
If you don't know about Nico Cantor, the man is an absolute legend. He's on your screens for big Champions League nights with Kate Abdo, Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher. Needn't I list more? The guy has his ball knowledge.
And you're about to run off, get suited and booted. You're going to be live for the match.
Yeah, ready to go. Pitchside reporting. Hopefully we can get to talk to some of the stars there. I heard Beckham's going to be there. Gianni Infantino's going to be there.
What?
President of FIFA.
Infantino?
Yeah, and should be a fun one.
Before we continue, shout out to his dad as well, Andres. He literally, I think, created the goal. He's like the biggest Spanish reporter in sports history. So you're family of legends. I film with my dad as well.
Yeah.
How are we doing, Thog Dad?
I'm stuck in London, and now for the points. Thogden last week got a pitiful 5 points. The brilliant Robbie got 7, and Thogdad got a magnificent 8 points. The scores are on the doors. It's getting too easy.
The first match is the Saturday early kickoff, 12:30. It's Aston Villa versus Brighton. Nico, how are you feeling for it?
Ooh, it's a good one because Brighton was like the hottest team in England, and if you're the hottest team in England, you're essentially one of the hottest teams in Europe, right? And then on CBS, we did the Brighton AK Athens game.
What happened? Where did it all go wrong? There was a low block.
I don't know. When foreign teams come to England, they step up a little bit. Your shirt's a little bit sweaty, by the way.
Whoa.
Like Aston Villa's.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Wait, that's going to weigh them down, though. Both these teams lost in Europe.
Yeah, they did. Villa's performance against Legia Warsaw was a little bit worse. Maybe I understand it's that first time around in Europe, and it was a crazy atmosphere in Warsaw. But the fact that Warsaw was always able to come back, it just planted a little bit of doubt in my head.
Villa Park, they've got an advantage. The whole 10 will be rocking. I'll give them 2 goals. But also, I think Brighton will come back with a last-minute equaliser, 2-2.
I'm thinking 3-2. But for Brighton.
For Villa, it was all about Ollie Watkins. For Brighton, it was all about that man, Mitoma, 2 goals off the bench. But I saw Brighton on Wednesday night at Stamford Bridge, and they were off the pace. They missed some really big chances presented to them on a silver platter by Sanchez. I reckon this is going to be a home win. Villa to win 2-1.
Manchester United against Crystal Palace, 9th against 10th.
Yeah.
You didn't think I'd say that. If we went back 7 weeks when the season started, who'd have thought it would be 9th against 10th? And Manchester United, they've been bottling it in the Champions League, but they did come back with a solid result. Burnley away. That's a derby. Bit of a rivalry there. They won 1-0. Bruno Fernandes got the important goal. James Trafford, the keeper, was fuming. So do you think United now have enough to build up and get another win on board?
Yeah, especially after having played Crystal Palace, they won 3-0.
I've gone 2-1, but I know this won't come in now.
Yeah, this one, listen, Manchester United needs the results to start going their way on the field because everything off the field is a detriment to the direction that Manchester United wants to go right now, right? The change of culture from Eric Ten Hag that he's wanted to instill can't happen if you've got the Jadon Sancho thing happening in the background, the Anthony thing happening in the background. And if you can quell all of that with results on the pitch, you're on your way to doing so. Have faith in Manchester United that they can get it done. They're going to win 1-0.
The difference for Man United was the brilliant Bruno Fernandes. What an assist from Johnny Evans. What a finish from Bruno. Palace this season, drawn 2, lost 2 and won 2. The problem is they're not scoring enough goals. I think this is going to be low scoring. Man United 1, Crystal Palace 0.
Newcastle against Burnley. Well, the Geordies Tuesday night, when it comes, are going to have to, well, Wednesday night actually, they're going to have to face PSG at home, Mbappe at St James's Park. But first, they're dealing with James Trafford. They're dealing with Burnley, who really need to finally find some points on board. Tough result against United for Vincent Kompany. Do you think this is going to be a walkover, or will Burnley come fighting?
They'll come fighting. I don't think it'll be a walkover, but Newcastle has too much quality.
In this match, I'm going to go Newcastle 2, Burnley 0. And it's simply because, I mean, after an 8-0 thrashing at Sheffield United, you can't ignore that. I predicted 1-1 in that game. I thought they'd still be tied from Champions League.
3-0 Newcastle, I would say.
3-0?
Yeah.
What about Newcastle United? 8 goals from 8 different goal scorers, but that was against a woeful Sheffield United. Burnley are a different proposition. They were unlucky to lose to Man United. In fact, they're unlucky to only have 1 point this season. They're playing some reasonable football. Having said all that, it's going to be a home win. 2-0 to Newcastle.
Over to the Midlands, Wolves against Manchester City. This is 16th against 1st. Will the City boys, the Blues, keep up this impossible, perfect record? The only club in English football from the 1st to the 4th tier to do this, and it's still the best club in the world.
In fact, I think at this point, they're the only club in the top 5 leagues to be perfect on the season.
What do you think about Wolves? They got Pedro Neto celebrated his goal about 150 times.
Can Wolves do it? Maybe they can steal a point and end the perfection of Manchester City. It'll be an incredible feat if they pull it off. Manchester City look unstoppable at the moment. You know what I like about Manchester City? Julian Alvarez, Bundo now gone.
Yeah.
And not only that, you miss Kevin De Bruyne. The rest of the team needs to step up, and within that, Julian Alvarez has really formed a really good partnership with
You mentioned stepping
Haaland.
up, right? And Julian Alvarez, good point, but Calvin Phillips has to this game.
Yeah.
Because Rodri is suspended for strangling from the
right.
last match. Wolves really need to fight because they are the only club that are in that question, apart from the promoted teams, that could be fighting a relegation battle this season. Any point counts now, but I'm still going to say City win 1-2.
Wolves get the golden point, 1-1.
Ooh, you fancy it?
Yeah.
Wolves got a point against Luton Town last weekend. Time to book the open top bus parade. But they're playing Man City. Rodri sent off last weekend against Forest. Midweek they lose in the Carabao Cup. Is it all falling apart? Of course it's not. 100% record will continue at Molineux. Wolves 0, Man City 2.
Next match is Bournemouth against Arsenal. Another 3 p.m, but it's 17th against 5th. Now, Arsenal very rarely drop points. We've only seen it to Fulham at home. They do need to continue if they want to get a Premier League title race going. They've got to win this game. It's simple. Do you back them to?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Mikel Arteta change it up a bit.
Well, a lot of people have been questioning his tactics recently.
It's just, I think the biggest question mark was against Spurs that they felt like those were 2 points dropped, right?
It was 2 points dropped, massively.
Home, Eddie Nketiah, there's questions around him that maybe should he be playing in the position that he's playing? Should he be playing at all? When you got to pair Gabi Jesus with somebody else, maybe Emil Smith-Rowe. He started Leagues Cup.
Bournemouth away will be a much harder game. Areola, new coach, he's implemented his tactics. They fought really well against Brighton. They went 1-0 up away from home. This could be a bit of a banana skin. I think a 1-1 could happen. But I do believe if Arsenal do start scoring, they will continue with a lot of firepower and win this 3-1, which is my prediction.
Arsenal wins 1-0.
Now, Bournemouth, they've not been bad this season. They've ground out 3 draws from somewhere, but they desperately need a win, and it's the wrong time to face Arsenal. What a brilliant North London derby last weekend. Saka was imperious. There's only one winner here, and it's Arsenal. 2-1.
West Ham against Sheffield United, the beaten down 8-0 loss, suffocating team against Wolves, who are 7th. They're flying, and even in Europa League, they're doing well.
Sheffield has a lot to prove in this game, I think. If they can just shake it off against Newcastle, it's going to be very difficult.
They're going to be fighting. It's going to be on their minds.
It will, definitely. And I just think for the honor of the badge, you know, getting promoted, showing that, hey, we're here to stay, or we can stay, we can compete against the big dogs. And West Ham has impressed me, actually, after losing Declan Rice, still with David Moyes.
Yeah.
I would have thought that their season wouldn't have gone so well. But hey, look, mid-table and these points matter.
An 8-0 loss is bad, but it's just one game.
Yeah.
It's almost the same in a Premier League as losing 2-1 or 1-0. Because how rarely does it really come down to goal difference in a Premier League season? It comes down to points. If they can bounce back and show that that was just a blip, and they even get a point here, it would be incredible for their season. Having said that, I think West Ham are too strong, and they'll still come away with a win. 2-0, Ward-Prowse will get an assist, and I'm going to say Antonio will sneak a goal.
3-1 West Ham.
Sheffield United losing 8-0 at home. That is unforgivable. That was one of the worst performances in their team's history, and you wonder where the next win is going to come from. I'm going West Ham 2, Sheffield United 0.
The final Saturday 3 p.m. is a relegation tussle. It's Everton, who finally got a win at Brentford away, limbs, against Luton Town, who are struggling and down there, but their fans, they're sticking together, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean,
respect it.
Hey, you're in the Prem. You gotta
Yeah, it's
enjoy it
beautiful.
while it lasts.
Luton, the last time they played some of their teams, Bolton were in the Premier League and Luton were in the Conference League, the 5th tier.
Wow.
And now look how roles have reversed. We're in League One. You know, enjoy your moment when you're going away to Everton. That's the last time Goodison Park is ever going to be around because next season they've got a new stadium. Just soak it all in.
It's going to be very tough for Luton. And Everton finally winning. Maybe there's a different ambiance at the club with the new investors, with the 777 partners. Maybe there's a little bit of hope. I don't have that much hope for Everton right now.
But there's three teams worse in the Premier League. That's the thing.
There are. And maybe we can give Luton Town a point here.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's possible.
0-0.
0-0 is a good prediction. No one ever goes with it. But when you do and it comes off, you look the man. So I'm going low scoring, but I'm giving 1 goal, and it's to Everton at home.
Okay.
Typical Goodison Park 1-0 win.
Well, now Everton got their first win of the season away at Brentford. What a massive result. DCL got his goal, and Tarkowski was absolutely magnificent. Now Luton weren't bad either at home to Wolves. 20 shots on target, only one of them went in. I think this is going to be a good game of football. Everton 2, Luton 1.
Tottenham, Liverpool, 4th against 2nd. Tottenham, who have just fought so well at Arsenal away at the Emirates. And then Liverpool, who everybody was worried about this season, losing so many key players.
Yeah.
But Jurgen Klopp always finds a way, replace them straight away, and he's getting results on board.
Liverpool have gotten off to a great start.
They
In
have.
fact, at the new stadium, Liverpool's the only team that Spurs haven't beat from the Premier League.
What?
The
Okay.
fact that it's at Spurs, man, Ange has this team firing on all cylinders. There's
Yeah.
a strong identity to the squad, and not only that, the supporters know that there's a different feeling here at Spurs. I'm gonna say Yves Bissouma, masterclass.
Yeah?
Masterclass. So
Bissouma.
much football.
I rate that.
Oh,
I rate that.
I
Yeah,
rate
yeah.
him so much. I love that guy.
Yeah.
He's playing so well, and alongside with Son in the midfield. I don't even need to go into what James Maddison is doing. Obviously, we all know how good him and
He's a
Son
joke.
are. Spurs 2,
Yep.
Liverpool 1. Yeah.
I'm going very different. I think Spurs crumble here.
Oh!
The Reds turn up to Tottenham,
Ooh.
and they're firing. Liverpool 3. Not 2, 3. This is where Spurs get stopped. Let's find out from Thogdad what he thinks.
Now the North London derby honours, even as we said, Heung-min Son and James Maddison took the headlines quite rightly. But Liverpool this season, Salah has been as good as he's ever been, and Darwin Núñez is looking like a new player. He's working so hard. This is going to be an absolute ding-dong-do. It's going to be a 2-2 draw.
On to Sunday's fixtures, or shall I say Sunday fixture? Only one. It's Nottingham Forest against Brentford. It's 12 against 13th. Bit of a mid-table battle. Brentford are really struggling. They've won like 1 game in 6 now.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be watching this game because on Sunday my mind is going to be at Boca River. Yeah, there's a big derby.
Give me your prediction for Boca River.
Ooh, that's
for all
a
the
good
Argentinians
one.
watching.
I'm going to go with a great 0-0 derby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-1 River.
No, okay, fair enough. As long as Boca wins the Copa Libertadores semi-final,
That's the main one, right?
I'm a happy man.
Unfortunately, going to have to bring it back to Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest against Brentford
Brentford.
FC, where I'm going to just go straight to it. Forest have got great home form. 2-1 win. 2-1 win. Awanoi, Hudson-Odoi, they're all firing at the moment, man.
No, they're looking good at the moment, and I think Brentford's struggling a little bit.
They've been found
especially,
out.
You know what? For the sake of, we got a good friend. She's a presenter at CBS Sports Golazo. She's English. She's a big Nottingham Forest fan.
Wow, okay, so you're going to
yeah,
just for her.
Yeah, for Poppy Miller, I'm going to go Nottingham Forest wins 1-0.
Forest losing to Man City is not that embarrassing, whereas Brentford only 1 win in 6. And to lose at home to Everton, that ain't good. I reckon this is going to go with home advantage. Nottingham Forest 2, Brentford 1.
The Monday night fixture is a derby in West London. It's Fulham against Chelsea. And last year, I went to this game. It was João Felix's debut. He played really well
He
until
balled.
he balled out.
Got a
No, he
red
balled
card.
out, and then he got a red card,
Yeah.
and it was a very different story. Fulham
Yeah.
went on to win that game. Vinicius was the man, actually.
Yeah.
And considering they don't have Mitrovic anymore, it's probably going to have to be Vinicius again.
At one point, Chelsea's going to have to stop this poor form.
Yeah.
At some point, it can't be like this forever.
No, it won't be. But there will be a game where...
can it?
No, I mean, there's a lot of teams right now performing better than Chelsea. Someone made a TikTok where they went through every single club that's performed better from Chelsea. And I think the video is about half an hour long,
Oh,
just mentioning club
wow.
names.
Yeah.
So, but having said that, they will bounce back. You know, since that Champions League win, it's been a humbling season on season.
Yeah, definitely
And that's why I'm going to get to my prediction.
Okay.
Fulham, they might not have Mitrovic. Tosin Adebayo is injured. But I do back them to get a draw here. 1-1 draw. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Hey, full America.
Yeah.
We love full America.
Tim
over
Ream,
here. Tim
Anthony
Ream
Robinson.
And Anthony Robinson.
But what's your prediction? Come on. You're
Yeah.
avoiding the big topic here.
The big topic, Fulham gets it done. Crisis continues at Chelsea. Fulham
makes
2,
sense.
Chelsea won.
Makes sense.
Fulham will be quite happy with their 11th place at the moment, despite losing Mitrovic to Saudi Arabia, whereas Chelsea in the league, pretty woeful, unable to score goals, lost to Villa last weekend. But on Wednesday night, I was at Stamford Bridge, and I saw signs of a revival. So I think Chelsea are going to go out and win this one if Sanchez doesn't have a shocker. I'm going to go for Fulham 0, Chelsea 1.
Tuesday night game. You're thinking about Champions League. We're thinking about Luton Burnley. Well, we are for this video anyway.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Kenilworth Road, 6-pointer, because both teams are really struggling right now. Who's going to get the win? Or will it be a draw?
The penny is going to be a cauldron. This is it. Come on, Luton. Come on, Luton.
Colton Morris.
Luton 1, Burnley 0.
Colton Morris, bullet header. Big striker, big number 9. For James Trafford's sake, I think he's going to make a few wonder saves. 4-goal thriller. It's going to open up Tuesday night. People won't be watching, but they'll hear about it after. So 2-2 prediction. Let's go to Thogdad.
And finally, the double game week, Luton Town against Burnley. This has got a 1-1 draw written all over it.
Nico, absolute legend. We need to
Mate.
run off to Fort
Yeah,
Lauderdale.
to Fort Lauderdale.
Because the stadium is not in Miami. That's a little fact for you.
It's not.
It's too far.
35 minutes that way.
And we're going to go there now.
But this is not a goodbye. It's a hello to bunches, and I'll see you over in that private group chat where we can talk about the matches and you can feature every week.